Welcome back, guys, to another video. Today I will be showing you how to create an auto-compiling JSX server so that whenever a JSX file gets sent by Express, it will auto-compile to a normal JavaScript file. Now, this can be useful in a multitude of places, but specifically when you're rapidly developing a website. So, here on port 3000 on localhost, I have a JSX file. But here, it automatically compiled it. And it even has native caching abilities, meaning after it runs the first time, it will speed up exponentially. And, yeah. Alright. So, let's go to Bundlephobia to see what we need for this package. Let's click everything. 1.8 megabytes. Not bad. It's Express, random string, rimraf, ShawJS, and some Babel stuff. Because the way this is working in the backend is it's using BabelJS to compile it, Express for the server, random string to get a random string, and ShawJS for the caching. And rimraf for clearing cache. So, alright, let's close out of the demo. And create a new file, or folder. Call it JSX. And add. Alright, we can open this in a terminal and yarn init JSX, and we should be good. Now, we need an index file, a cache controller, so cache.js. Now we are going to be creating a cache directory, a middleware directory, because we're going to be making two pieces of middleware, and a public folder. Finally, we're going to install Express, rimraf, ShawJS, and what was the other one? Random string. Babel core, Babel preset React, and Babel preset minify. Now, I've already installed these multiple times before while trying to figure out how to make the script for this video. So, Yarn will install it incredibly fast, and even if it was downloading, it's 1.8 megabytes of files, which, even on dial-up at this point, with how phones work, would still be exponentially faster than most other things. So, I'm just going to let that install. And thanks to my computer being slow for some reason right now, I'm just going to wait for this, and I will be right back. Alright, it's been like 1 minute, and it is finally done. So, let's start by getting Express all set up. And if you've never used Express, then I recommend going to expressjs.com, if I recall correctly. Here it is. It will be in the link in the description. In fact, most of these websites will, but if they aren't, just comment and I will fix that, because I have a tendency to forget. So, let's start by just getting a very basic web server up and running in Node.js. So it'll just send that the server is running. Let's go over here. The server is running. All right, that's good. Now, you might be wondering, if you have used Express before, why I'm not using this for the public, express.static. Static linker that we're gonna be handwriting ourselves. But don't worry, it's not too much work. It's just pretty much copying it over by hand, but with a few tweaks. So we're just going to get the static linker and give it public. Alright. So we're going to get dependencies, which for this, if I recall correctly, is just path and fs. So pretty simple. These are native functions. And create exports. So we just need default path. And before I get any further in this, we are going to add something to the main process called root dir, which will be the main root process directory. So let's return a function that's the actual and get file path to equal path.join process.root dir default path and then request.path, and just create a 3-statement if, and if fs synchronously then path join with file path and index.html then we're going to be sending that. If exists synchronously file path, then we'll send file path. Pretty simple. Hold on, just adjusting my mic. And if else, we'll just do next. Alright, now we can go over to the index. Alright, my computer is freezing. But alright. So now we should be able to have... Alright, sorry, I just closed out a few tabs on my web browser, hoping that will help. But, so let's spawn this up. And we will get app.jsx. Let's see. Why isn't this working? File path. It's because we didn't make app.jsx. So we are going to make element div h1 hello and h2 world. Restart it and open file. And you see, it just sends the JSX code, which is not what we want. So, now that we have the linker done, we are going to make the JSX parser. Get dependencies. So first, you're going to want to get Babel. You are also going to want to get SHA.js, random string, path, and file system. Now we're going to create a send file variable, which is going to be a template literal with a variable right there, send file. And here's where we're going to use random string, create 25 long. Now create exports. So here we need request result and next. And here, result send file equals result send file, except this is in square bracket, so it's actually this. So it's pretty much giving it a different name, but at the same time cloning it, which allows for us to override the original one and get file path and run next. But so whenever something sends file path or sends file, then it will do this. So we're going to make an if statement, and hold on, there. Here is for if the if statement is false, it will just send the file like normal. But if file path ends with .jsx, there we are, then we're going to get file name, which is going to be SHA-256.update and digest. So we're digesting hex, and we're getting file path. And cache is going to be path.join process.root directory, like we set over here. Cache and file name. So if it does not exist, the cache file, then we're going to get code, which is just babel.transform. We're going to read the file synchronously and get file path and read it as a UTF-8 string and get presets, Babel, preset React, and Babel preset minify. We're going to write the file cache with the code of code and send the code. And what if it does exist? Well, then we're just sending file cache. Now, that is the general gist of it. We just now need to actually use the middleware. Start up the server. And as you can see, after it compiles, it's super fast, and it just sends the compiled JSX now. But the one thing that you'll notice is it doesn't delete. So that's why we have rimraf. So we're at the home stretch now, thankfully, and we're just going to create I'm not going to annotate all of this, so here we are creating an export and getting dependencies. You know what, maybe I will, by copy pasting. Sounds like my computer's having a heart attack right now, but we're just going to get path join process.root dir cache, and at the end of deleting all that, it will make directory. Here it is. I guess I'll do it that way since I accidentally right-clicked. And fs write file synchronously readme.md. Do not delete this file. So finally, we are going to get cache over here and do cache.clear. So watch this cache folder over here. Bam. And that's the entire project. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Sorry that my computer had a small heart attack during this. And it should be better by the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.